All right, what we're now going to focus on is what we refer to as political culture. And again, this is all centered around sort of like the influences on sort of like what makes the American system of government what it is. The idea of political culture, just think the attitudes and beliefs, values, your ethics that really we share as an American people, and how those sort of like shared ways of thinking really have the ability to influence what we think the proper role of government is, and like what we think the government should do for us. And it's really sort of made up of two critical components. The first is like the values that we as Americans have. And again, we're not looking at this like on an individual level. You have your own values. Your parents have their own values, and that definitely impacts the way that your family operates. But you know that somebody else might have a different system of values. We're trying to identify sort of like shared values that all Americans have in common. And this is sort of like our beliefs about what we think is good or what we think is bad, what is desirable and undesirable. Like, is there a sort of like collective set of American values? And do they have the ability to sort of like influence what we think the proper role of government is? Or the idea of like ethics. These are just like moral principles that sort of like govern a group's behavior. And again, is there a collective set of like American ethics? And the answer is yes, like to both of these. There are unique American values and unique American ethics. Like we think collectively, and again, not everybody in the United States thinks a certain way, but like collectively, there are oftentimes like shared attitudes and beliefs that would be different than the shared attitude and beliefs of other countries. And again, those differences in these beliefs definitely sort of have the ability to impact from culture to culture differences in what they think the proper role of government should be.